was talking about Twin Lakes, and I threw the apple in, and they put me in an alternative school. So when I was in alternative school, that's when so my life changed right there. We had to memorize. I had to wear, the first time, I went to school with a whole uniform on, wearing a tie. You know what I'm saying? We had to recite a creed every day. I can't even remember what it was, but man, I was in this class, man, and I never forget, man. It was this guy, man. I hadn't already failed. I had failed already one time. I failed the 6th grade one time, and I failed the 6th grade one time. So after they kicked me out of Twin Lakes, and I went to Matty V, there was this guy, man, in my classroom, man. I never forget him, man. I was 13 in the 6th grade, so it was this dude named Tyrone. And Tyrone, man, that nigga was huge, man. I was like a pipsqueak compared to him. You know what I'm saying? And I was Big Mike. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what they say, you think you a bully, it's always someone out there that'll bully you. Well, Tyrone was that bully. And Tyrone, he was 16 in the 6th grade. This dude was 16 in the 6th grade. And never forget him, man. He used to sit behind me every single day. And he used to thump me in the back of my ear. Boom! And he would call me, he'd say, hamburger. He'd call me a hamburger, man. Dude called me a hamburger. Every day he called me a hamburger, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, that dude could rank. Cause man, that dude could rank, man. He called me a hamburger, and then who that was? Another one of my friends that I ended up seeing in the future, and we was in a court class together. Robert. He used to call Robert a Ninja Turtle. And Robert, you know what I'm saying? Robert was cool too, But this dude used to just, harass us all day, rank on us. So one day, we got a new boy, you know what I'm saying? When the new people come in, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, and Matty V, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, it's just like, kind of like jail, you know what I'm saying? You got to prove who you is, you know what I'm saying? So the white boy came, his name was Charles. And Tyrone, man, Tyrone was a big old instigator, man. He was a big old instigator, man. So, never forget, we had done, we was in the classroom, man. And that nigga Tyrone was like, that cracker right there, the cracker right there talk about your mama. Yeah, he talking about your mama, yeah. So I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Not even thinking, man. You know what I'm saying? Not even thinking, but, I was like, man, this nigga talking about my mama, dog? Like, okay, yeah, that's okay, bet. So lunchtime came, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, Tyrone said, hey, you ain't gonna do nothing about that cracker, talk about your mama. I was like, man, my mama, dog, when you put my mama in this shit, dog, like, dog. So I had my milk, you know what I'm saying? I never get this. I had my milk, right? Had some chocolate milk. And I was just mad, you feel me? Like, cause he kept saying that cracker talking about your mama, so it was just, you know what I'm saying? So I took the milk carton and I launched it full of milk at the white cracker, you know what I'm saying? And it hit Charles, boom. So Charles looked at me, he got up, he came straight to me. And the first time I ever seen stars in my whole life, Charles did a roundhouse punch, like Walker. Roundhouse punched me dead in my neck. Boom! I was like, oh man. I couldn't see, I was stunned. Like, what I'm saying? Ended up, I grabbed him, ended up hitting the ground. Boom. Hit the ground, start hitting him on the head, you know what I'm saying? And he hit me back, and then next thing I know, we had a security officer at Matty V. His name was Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil landed on me. Boom! That was it. You know what I'm saying? Fight was over. Police officer had came, put me in handcuffs, and took me to the office. And police officer ended up calling my dad, you know what I mean?
You wicked boy.
And he was like, yeah, we're gonna suspend them for 3 days, and the 3 days doesn't count, because when you got to do 45 days at Matty V, when you get suspended, your days at Matty V don't count. You know what I'm saying? So my dad, he was like, is there anything else you can do? Take them to jail. You know what I mean? It was like, police officer was like, all right. So that's when I first got my first juvenile charge right there. Assault. To sit down, and the crazy thing is they ain't even keep me. My dad had to come right back and pick me up from DDC. So I got a charge for nothing, and it was just like after that, man, I just kept getting in trouble. Like I was getting into it like at home, and just like all kind of stuff, man. Like it was just. It's pretty much bad after that, man. Finally finished Matty V, and so when you finish alternative school and you in the magnet program, you can't go back to the magnet program. You got to go back to your home school. You know what I'm saying? So. I already done failed. I failed again. You know what I'm saying? And I had to go back to my home school, which was Highlands. So now I'm back in the sixth grade for the third time. So I failed twice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm back in the sixth grade for the third time. And I met really good friend, man. Cause it was like, when I went back to Highlands, I had Miss Hendricks and Miss Rogers. They were sixth grade teachers. And that's when I met my friend Mike Blue. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing Mike Blue, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, man. I don't see him all the time. I see him sometimes. There's a lot of other people, man. There's so many people I went to school with, man. If I forgot to mention you, it's all good. Just know, yeah. But when we went to school, man, me and Mike Blue, man, we was the ones that everybody used to look up to because we was older. Like I was 14 in the sixth grade. Mike Blue, he was 13, man, and they pretty much looked up to us, man. So when I was in the sixth grade, then I already knew, like we already old. You know what I'm saying? We in the sixth grade, but like this time, man, it didn't go the way. You know what I'm saying? It did. I ended up passing. We passed. Because we couldn't fail the sixth grade. I couldn't fail the sixth grade again, man. I couldn't be like Tyrone. 16 in the sixth grade, man. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop it right here and come back. Yeah, now, after the 6th grade at Hollins when I came back after Maddie V. I made it to the 7th grade, so now I'm 15 in the 7th grade, and this is, it's different, you know what I mean? Like, so now got a whole different set of teachers, and it's a whole bunch of new people, Lindsay was in one of my classes, and Amber and Bobby, and, all these different type of people, when I was in the 7th grade, and it was just like I had met this new girl that came to the school, since last year I hadn't got popular, so like, I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody in the school now, you know what I mean? Like, so, I was going to class at the beginning, but then I kind of got back to my old routine, you know what I'm saying? Like skipping, just not going to class, kind of being a class clown, but like doing work. But I still like, I was doing all my electives and stuff. It's like, I don't know why, I just like elective classes, but I can't even remember like all my teachers like in the 7th grade, but I remember Mr. Shippey, I had Mr. Nash, who else? Those kind of like the main teachers I remember. I can't remember everybody else. Like, it was just been so long ago. But the new girl hadn't came, you know what I mean? Everybody's like, hey, you seen the new girl? You know what I'm saying? But the new girl was like in the 8th grade, you know what I'm saying? I was in the 7th grade, you feel me? But I still, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shoot, I'm old enough, shit. You feel me? Like, I could talk to an 8th grader, you feel me? So yeah, man, the new girl, she got, you know what I'm saying, like, she got some big old titties, you know what I'm saying? So I went to go check her out, you feel me? Like, hey, I'm big money, shit, I'm gonna go check her out, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go check her out. And, man, I had to wrote her a letter, you feel me? And, we started kicking it, yeah, you know what I mean? So, like, now, I got a girlfriend now, you know what I mean? Like, I finally, I got, back when I was at Twin Lakes, I had play girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was at Twin Lakes, I had Brittany Green, Justina, you know what I'm saying? I remember these people, you remember somebody been with back then, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, like, it was her, you know what I'm saying, Tia, you know what I'm saying, they just call her Tia, I was with Tia, you feel me, and like, I started going, like I said, I went back to my old routine, skipping, and, now, I got a girl, like a real girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, and so we, like, now, I ain't just skipping in school, like, I'm leaving the campus and then skipping now. Like, with my girl, you know what I'm saying? So like at the little bike track at Highlands, you know what I'm saying, behind the bike track, they had like a little abandoned house. You know what I'm saying? Me and her, we used to go over there, you know what I'm saying? And go to the library, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, so one day, I was just like, man, you know what?